Greetings and welcome into Ankh Plays. Welcome back to Anvilseal, here where we are now officially known as a metropolis. I think that happens actually sometime in episode 58, but I just didn't notice it until a moment ago. But we have a metropolis here, and there's a lot of dwarves, even though we keep accidentally or unintentionally killing them. Although I think the last two, maybe a little bit less Ankh's fault and a little bit more related to bad luck and maybe some squidgy game mechanics, if we get down to it. Our goals today, of course, we want to set up the clothing industry, or we want to update the clothing industry. It still hasn't happened. If you've skipped a few episodes, we still are in a bad way for clothing. And that hasn't changed. We still have that need. I think we need to try and get it done, but we have a little bit more important priority for this episode, which is to retrieve Water Drink's body. That's Godden Muscle Handle's body. She's currently entombed in this area down here. I'm not sure how we're going to get to her. It's probably going to be a very extensive type of thing that needs to happen. But I have some ideas, and ideas are always good. We still are trying to get as much redirect of this water source out here. We've got some wall getting built up that resecures our cavern layer, right? We can seal all of this off. Currently, this area is sealed off, and the dwarves have access to all of this area up here, over here, down through here, back around once again. You can come back out here, but everything there is blocked off until you get back over this direction. And there's a little airlock here. All of this is blocked off. This is all blocked off. Blocked. You climb back up through here. No access. Blocked off here. Yet another little airlock. So I'm feeling pretty good about our security. And so really now it's just about... I was thinking about just dropping this entire project because there's really no reason to have it happen. But then I started thinking we really should retrieve that body. It probably won't be a body by the time we're done with it, or by the time we get to it, unfortunately. But that is the nature of retrieving, lost bodies in areas like this. It's really a dangerous game, and so yeah, that's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna carve away a little bit more of this. And then we're probably going to have to go out and do some mining out here. And the reason that I want to mine this area out is so that there's more space for the water to spread out. And hopefully what that does is it gives us the opportunity to build up some walls along here and to actually redirect the flow. I want to build some floors, right? And the only way that we're going to be able to build those floors is if the water is dispersing a little bit easier. And so to that end, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, once this is carved out, I almost went and did it right now, and I'm like, no, wait, that's going to open up that pathing bug once again. But once it's been carved out, then we'll open this back up, and we will cut through a lot of this here. And what that should do is it should just allow the water to space out a little bit, and then hopefully we can build some floors here. Building these floors will then isolate this area of the cavern, which means that water isn't going to be piling on top of the pressure here, or more water isn't going to be dropping down here, and then forcing its way through this area, because this really isn't working out. And that's because this is just such a huge water source. I don't know how we're going to deal with this. I don't think we're actually going to be able to. But we will try. And I think it's going to involve digging a large tunnel that goes this direction for quite a good ways, and then going up to the north to an alternative exit. So that's what we're going to try and do. I don't know that we're going to be able to get to it all in this episode. We do need to assign some new miners because it seems like we continue to lose them. Yeah, we're down to only 6 miners. Excuse me. And we've got a few that are kind of budding in the profession, but I think it's time for us to start searching around for some of our other folks. And we're just going to add 4 additional to the lot, and they're going to be complete rookies, and that's okay. We don't want our military dwarves doing mining. We also need to increase our mining staff for, in hopes that we find more gold. We need to get our gold going, and the only way that we're going to be able to do that is to continue to strip mine and find more sources of precious metal. So we'll continue to work on that, and hopefully we can at least make some progress towards retrieving Waterdrink's body. There were several other dwarves, if you recall, that actually decided to take a swim down here. And it was definitely a scary thing to have that happen, to watch that. I think we'll get all of this. We'll get all of this chunked out. And then we'll see how that goes. Okay. Back up to 131 fish. Look at that. Takes a while for them to get down here, but we are getting more water flow through here, and I think some of it is actually going off the map. I'm not super optimistic that we'll be able to do this. We may actually need to dig access tunnels down to this area here and then build flooring out from... Yeah, that might actually be a good idea to do that to that end. We don't have to go quite that far. We'll dig a little access tunnel out this way. And then, maybe we'll just do this. Wait a minute. How are you doing that? They're gonna jump in the drink again. You guys. This pathing is really, really driving me crazy. They were gonna jump in the drink. They were gonna climb down here. And then they were just going to go for it. Did you see that? Unbelievable. This is so dangerous. Yeah, we have bones here. That didn't take long at all. Early summer of 62 is when we're starting this. I don't know if this is going to work, you guys. But we do have to redirect this thing. There's no question about that. And we have to do it in such a way that we can, you know, get access to this area. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work. But we're going to have to do it, you know, for water drinks. I don't see any other way. Let's forbid that stuff. And for now, we'll forbid her skeleton as well. Just in case anybody gets any bright ideas. Because it seems like that's all we are made of right now, is just bright ideas, you know? You know what I mean. Sad. I think we can carve those two away and be fine. We should have plenty of picks to go around. He's going to dig that out. Ooh, hey, look at that green zircon. Wow. Can you do this right here? Please? Excellent. Okay. That means that there's some hope here. But it's a long trek down here to get down to this area, you guys. It's a very long trek, and there's not a fast way to get there either. Okay. Let's build some floors. I do acknowledge that this will mean that the water will potentially spill over. This is going to be the challenging one, I think, right here. We'll open this up just a little bit more. Climb down there. We can forbid that boulder. I don't know why they mined from that direction. That's really strange. I guess it does happen. There's just two doors randomly sitting here, too. Yeah, we'll cut through there. This is... wow, there's still a lot of... I mean, we may as well cut this out and pull these green zircons out, you know. Water drinks would want us to do that. I'm constantly amazed, too, at how this game manages so much. You know, and I know that there's been discussions about performance problems in the past, and yeah, somebody just fell in. Rooted tours, stressed and drowning. Yeah, well, one of my crossbowmen. Can you get out? Is the question. Well, maybe we should pause that. Don't build a floor over the top of him. Okay, somehow he made it over here. Alright, you know what? He's back up. This is really stressful. I don't understand this. So, one thing that I haven't done, and I probably just should do it, is let's dig... Let's dig a ramp. This feels really dangerous, you guys. But maybe the ramp will allow us to... we can resume that. Maybe the ramp will allow them to climb out easier, at least with more reliability. Mayor's been reelected. At least that's what I'm hoping. You know, hopefully that's good. Yeah, nobody can get to that one. But Cyclops Bane is going to do that one. Oh dear. Sure hope this works out. We might be able to just dig a ramp down to her body and call it a day. But I feel like that's going to be... Ugh. It's just terrifying, you guys. It's terrifying. Okay. So we had somebody else that fell in there. Then he climbed out, and now there's somebody else in there. Stunned, drowning. Let's suspend these. She jumped right back in. That's the thing. I saw her climb out. She's gonna drown too. I slipped in the mud. That's very annoying. Yes. Ugh. I don't know. We're not going to be able to get her out. I don't know why they keep jumping in. And it's like, was she one of the ones that was trying to do one of these jobs here? And we're just sending more and more dwarves to their death? Yeah, she's dead. Yeah, we have another one in the drink. Alright. This is stupid. Unbelievable, you guys. We're gonna lose another one. Thirsty and drowning. Well, that's... Tongs Chapels. Come on, you can do it. I think she made it out. Yeah, she did. Let's make sure that this thing is not touched. It's forbidden. Okay, everything's forbidden. All right. I don't think we can redirect this thing until we've taken care of this monstrosity. I can't believe I'm going to say this. But God, you guys, it's really come to this. So we got to go down to -11, and we have to dig a huge channel. This is going to be a slow process because now we've got 2 bodies that have to come out of there. I don't know how we're actually going to cut through on this upstairs. Right? Because the dwarves just seem to want to climb into this thing. And I don't know... I don't know how that's going to work. But here's what we're going to do. This is the plan. This is the new plan to now get the 2 bodies that we have down there out. Who is this? Aben? We got to pull both of them out. So what we're going to do is we're going to dig a huge trench under here. Just like this. And okay. We probably don't need to go that far. In fact, that'll work. Yeah. And then what we're going to do is we are either going to channel down. Oh, gosh. We're going to channel down. And yeah. This is all going to be like really nasty and wet and whatnot, but this one is not a big deal. It's flowing off of the map. We just need a huge place for this water to drain into, and so that's what we're gonna do. Can I get down to it from here? Oh, I sure can. So here's what we're gonna do. Oh, I love it. We're gonna build some stairs, dig some stairs. That shaft is gonna go right down to here. And this is I'm feeling like this is perhaps what I should have done the entire time. Legend Carver, you have some work to do. And we also need to remember these 2 statues. So we got Rootle and Granite. This one needs to be made out of Rootle. Rutile. I said it however you want me to say it in your head. And this is going to be a band Spirit Muses. Then, whoopsies, we still have a memorial slab. And we're going to, oh gosh, we're going to have to do both of those, aren't we? Yeah. Okay. Legend Carver, you have your work cut out for you. I sure hope that that is the last sacrifice that we will be making to this corner of the map. Because this is getting stupid. It's ridiculous. I don't know how we're gonna do it. I'm terrified to have the dwarves. I'm terrified to have the dwarves going in there at all at this point. It's really really dumb. And maybe this actually had something to do with it, right? They were trying to come around here. Perhaps. Just don't walk in this area, you guys. My God. Masterpiece Rudel statue. Native silver. We got a couple of forbidden things there that I guess we should probably forbid. And then we'll wait for them to actually... Hey, they're kicking it off. That's great. All right, so they're actually down here working away. This is going to take many days to dig, right? Because, I mean, we're talking about, I'd say, a seventh or an eighth of the map here. I'm taking no chances with this, you guys. And then, whoops, we're going to smooth and fortify all of this so that the water can just drain off of the map. And you know what? We probably don't even need to go this far, right? It's probably not even that big of a deal, but we do need gold, and this area is known for having gold. So we're gonna do it. We're just gonna dig. When in doubt, dig. It's a famous dwarven proverb. And they'll be working on this for a while. I actually had designated some carving areas up a little bit higher for them to deal with, and just didn't pan out. Like it's still there, but this is going to be a much more important project, is to retrieve those two bodies. Before we move on, let's throw our throw our slabs down. Words are hard. Sorry, guys. Serpentine slabs. There we go. We got 2 more slabs. Off they go. Struck mica. Great. I don't ever think we're going to get this body either, but so be it. You want to assign someone to it? Yeah, Godin and Abin, both. Still some stuff withering in the fields up there, unfortunately. Let's take a look at our labor just to see if we can do anything about that. We have a whole lot of people that are... Whole lot of people. Let's take Buster. And let's see here. Ettenslayer. Legend Carver. Let's give you a little bit less duties. Lead. Let's give you less duties. Just do whatever. Yeah, Legend Carver's just going to do that. We need to keep an eye on him, though, because he might be in a bad way later on. Labor 6 is Siege Operator, so that's okay to stack up there. But I don't want our military dwarves doing this anymore. I just don't. It's not necessary. It's probably giving them a little bit too many duties. And we've got plenty of new dwarves. Let's do that, and let's go back to planters. So Herdslayer is locked into this. I'm gonna unlock him and Thultig, and we're just gonna let all of these guys be planters. So one from Daigle, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 from Regoth. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 planters. A lot of them were legendaries. But only the selected are going to do that. So we've got 16 of them. I'm okay with that. I think that's fine. We did lose another miner. Forgot. Let's go back to labor. We're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's give ourselves a 10th miner. Endok, you're the next guy up on the list. Welcome to the mining corps. Grab a pick and get started. So we've got all of our... Look at that. All right. Yeah, this is going to keep people very, very busy for a long time. A long, long, long time. So, you know what? I'm kind of done waiting. We need to put some statues in. This one's done. Where is this one? Oh, here it comes. Sarvish. Golden plunges. Lapis lazuli. Lazuli. Get going there, Dwarf. Thank you. Good job. All right. Down to the Hall of Remembrance. And we've got our Hall of Remembrance stuff going on. You'll recall... Hey, some migrants have arrived. Let's pause the game real quick. Let's get these statues deployed. But our Hall of Remembrance is... Oh boy, we got a lot of them. So, a granite statue of water drinks is going right there. I think that's what we did, yeah? Yeah, granite statue. And then we'll do the 2 Rudel statues. We're running out of room in the Hall of Remembrance, you guys. I didn't think that through very well. I was expecting to have a little bit less of a death toll. Alright, let's go to the migrants. We got 2 Vukar knife guards. An adequate engraver and a novice dyer. He says he's been well. 60-year-old male. He values competition and decorum. He's not creative and he's rather weak, but he has high willpower and he's cheerful. He worships both on Barris. Alongside Vukar is Carol, or Cyril. We'll call her Cyril. Helmsdrill, a talented animal dissector, miner and siege engineer. She's going on about artisans right now. That's 2 migrants. She's overconfident, good with language, high willpower, merciful, low stamina, and tough. Low stamina, though. She's tough for not very long. Also a both on Barris worshipper. A 3rd migrant, Unib. Haimsimple? Haimsimple. 22-year-old male married to Ustath Tempted Doyle. He's been well. No skills to speak of that are worth putting on there. This guy's a blank slate, isn't he? But he does have some knowledge. The glitter of aquamarines, which is a musical form and a dance form. The sister of silkiness. Welcome, Unib. He is... Interesting. He's part of a... Oh, he's part of Seabrick's family. This is one of the Duke's nephews. Interesting. He's one of the Duke's nephews. Which means Elath would be his aunt. Yes. He's very young. He's already become married. Looking for a better life here. Fantastic. Good on you. That's migrant number 3. Are you bringing your wife with you? Sure you are. Ustath Tempted Doyle. Here she is. 23-year-old female. She says always deal fairly, which I agree. She's got poor spaceless sense. She's strong-minded and fearless, though, and extravagant. We're getting there. We're not quite there yet, Ustath, but perhaps one day. Values eloquence. Of course. Well. Okay. I'm trying to figure out if she's married to her brother or not. It's a little peculiar. You know what? I'm going to go with that. This is, she's got a ton of cousins. A few of them are dead. I'm going to go with the fact that she married into the family, and that's what we're seeing here. But, you know, perhaps I'm wrong. Oily doctrine, the religion, so she's definitely a rainbow worshiper, I think it is. Well, she's a member of the oily doctrine, so I believe that's Udar. Welcome, Ustath. That's 4. How many more? Are we going with 4? I think that's it. Just the 4 today. That's okay. Very nice. Welcome to Anvilseal. It's a bustling metropolis, 149 strong. Okay. Back to the more solemn work that we're doing here. And we're still kind of waiting on that solemn work to complete. Wait for these statues to get brought in. Hey, we have a petition. Rock crystal. Here comes some of the statues. Kosoth and Savrish, paint splattered. Keeps coming up in a lot of our conversations, doesn't he? The oily doctrine has many worshippers in Anvilseal and now requires a temple complex and a high priest. The location must be built and furnished with a new position appointed by you. Do you approve this request? The oily doctrine we kind of knew was that's our largest religion. We're going to approve it, of course. We're not going to tell the dwarves no. They've been pretty reasonable. The oily doctrine expands and needs a temple complex. We'll look at that in just a minute. Let's see how these statues get delivered. Some people are hauling... Oh, and mischievous creatures. Where are you guys? More vultures. Okay, guys. We know what that means. Get to the places. Everybody to your bolt thrower. Climb up there, and let's keep these evil things outside. of our lovely home. Shall we? Got 2 up there. 2 manning or womaning. Ashmaker and Rith. Ready to go. Whoops, pushed the wrong button there. Ever so slowly. Hauling the statues. Hauling the statues. Slowly but surely. Clumsy. Clumsy like a bull in a china shop. Just don't let him in the china shop, please. Yeah, while they're doing that, that'll take just a minute. We'll come back to it, I promise. Is this our early doctrine temple? This is the maroon. This is the doctrines of coloring. And they have an absolutely obscene temple complex value. Can you take me to this? Both on Earth Cave is the oily doctrine. Oh, it's not the rainbow worshippers. My goodness. For some reason I thought it was. Temple to Fesh, Doran, Itnet, Strategic, Cattle. I feel like we had another temple somewhere. Oh. Oily Doctrine. The Tin Church, as it's known. 29,670. I think that's going to be the value that we need. Let's recognize the High Priest, shall we? It's a sacred hollow. Boy, we have a lot of choices here, but I think Persuader and Negotiator, Toulon. Rear Dodak. Rear Dodak. And I think, you know what? We probably can take Kib away from this. He's the mayor, right? Let's take him away from that. And let's give that job to... He's a legendary counselor, Grandmaster Negotiator. Let's give it to this guy here. And you guys, yeah, that's how this is going to work from now on. I did not consider that these dwarves may not worship in this temple. So we should probably double check to make sure that is the case. How did this thing get in here? Call the squads in. Oh, well, you... Somebody with a shotgun there. No. There we go. Oh, kill it. Kill it with fire, guys. Come on. Yeah, there we go. He's dead now. Filthy animal. Okay. Let's see where the rest of y'all are. Okay. We'll relieve them of duty. And we'll check on these statues. We got 2. We'll take a look at each of these right now. We have a Rudal statue of Aerith Crushed Figure. It's an exceptional statue. The item is exceptionally designed. An image of Aerith Crushed Figure, the Dwarf, in Rudal by Legend Carver. Aerith is laboring. The artwork relates to the settling of Aerith Crushed Figure in Rimwords in the late autumn of 59. Not the first place that she's come from, I suppose. And then we have a Rudel statue of Abin, Spira Muses, by Legend Carver. The item is masterfully designed. Image of Abin, the Dwarf, and the Banner of Tiredness, the Silver Warhammer in Rudel by Legend Carver. Abin Spira Muses is raising the Banners of Tiredness. The artwork relates to the naming of the Banners of Tiredness in Anvilseal by Spira Muses in the early spring of 54. She named her Warhammer. And that makes it even sadder, you know? Although I can't... Is this dwarf actually alive? No, she drowned. She definitely drowned. She's down there right now. I don't know what possessed me to even question that. Yeah, she's right here. Okay. Is her Warhammer down there with her? No, it is not. So we had a pick down there that would have been lost. Her Warhammer would have been lost. It's probably with her things instead. Okay, I digress. We'll wait for this dwarf to finish bringing this thing down. What is this guy doing? He's just hanging out. Hanging out in the temple. Here comes Unib. So with his dog. The dogs really like this temple for some reason. I don't know if they're using it to do their business. I don't know exactly what's going on there, but it doesn't really make sense to me. Sometimes, every so often, we see a dog coming in here for no good reason. They come in and then they go out. And then they come back in again a few minutes later. Doesn't really track. Okay, so this is the one that we wanted to... this is water drinks. This is our first drowning. Which is odd, considering that we've got so much lava. But we're dealing with water right now. This is an exceptional granite statue of Godin Water Drinks Muscle Handle. The item is an exceptionally designed image of Godin, the dwarf in granite by Legend Carver. Water Drinks is laboring. The artwork relates to the start as an engraver of the dwarf Water Drinks in Anvilseal of the summer of 49. Almost a dozen or so years ago. We only got 2 spots left, you guys. That's it. I don't know what we're going to do after that. I'm going to have to come up with some other idea to figure it out. Okay, so we were trying to recognize a priesthood here. Tulon Ushrirdadok is the first dwarf that we want to find out about. And she's praying to Bothon Earthcave. She's the Sacred Hollow. Very young Sacred Hollow, 27 years old. She has lots of friends here in the fortress. That's great. Look at that. 2 friends, a couple passing acquaintances. Bothon Barris. Is this Bothon Barris's temple, though? The Doctrines of Coloring is, of course, for Udar. Okay. I hate that I have to do this. If there's a better way, sound off in the comments and tell me. We're going to make a little meeting area here. And then we're going to make it a temple. And the oily doctrine is Bothon Earthcave. Okay. So then just for my notes... Bothon Earthcave is that works out actually. That works out really well. Yeah, we can get rid of that one. So the Oily Doctrine Temple, just so I don't forget, or someone can point it out to me when I do forget. Hey, you've notated it right here. Tulan Ushrir Dadak is the Sacred Hollow. Good Lord. And she worships Balthon Barris. Now, is she a member of this? Yeah, she's a member of the Oily Doctrine. And she's the Sacred Hollow of it. Okay. So, excellent. Good on you, Dwarf. Quake Clasped. Toulon Quake Clasped is the Sacred Hollow. And then I think we've actually met the demands here, but let's double check. Let's make sure that we haven't given somebody else a Vukar Zastithuthner. Let's take a look. Vukar Zastithuthner, he's socializing right now, which is fine. There's not very many people socializing with him. A 60-year-old male. What? Oh, hey, look at that. We lucked out. He is the High Crystal. He just got to the fortress, too. I remember calling his name Knife Guards. That's great. He'll make an excellent dwarf. An excellent addition to Anvilseal, I think. Let's check his social skills. He's not a bad liar. He's got plenty of good good triggers there. But you don't want to have. I don't think you want to have your nobility, like your dukes and your mayors and stuff like that, doubling up in some of these religious positions. And it's not because they can't do it, it's because people are going to come and complain to them, and you want a lot of dwarves that can have meetings with people who are complaining. Let's take a look at these thieving jerks. They're all kind of hanging out up here. Somebody's getting shot at there. Did not see who. But 3 creatures, 1 down. Where is this happening at? Okay, yeah. That was what we were just witnessing. Whoops, I'm going up instead of down. Yeah, I know you guys are thirsty, but this is important. Why are you going out here? I still don't have those orders right, obviously. We're just going to forbid used ammunition for now. There's going to be like a... There's still 3 of them out here. This one's wandering around inside the fortress. What are you doing? Station down here, boys. Oh. That was the wrong move, buddy. Just wandering into the silver pyramid. I don't know what to tell you there. That was great. Tell me we've got gold. We don't have gold yet. Okay, so we're down to 2. This one is getting shot to heck right now. And he went zipping on off. Oh, the birds in this game are annoying. I'm fine with them, you know, being here. I'm not gonna lie. It's totally fine. But a little bit... Oh, hey. Yeah. These poor dwarves, they don't want to be outside at all. I really don't want them out here. Because, You guys are dismissed. Do we have someone chasing these guys? Is that what's going on here? Wouldn't surprise me, I suppose. Okay, what are you doing here? And why are you going outside? Okay, so you're going after something that was unforbidded. I'm actually okay with them going outside, that's fine. This guy is injured. Ah, not injured anymore. Very, very dead. God, these poor vultures. You can't help but have a little bit of sympathy for them. You know, they're probably sitting on a branch and talking to one another and saying, what do you want to do today? I don't know. What do you want to do today? Well, I don't know. What do you want to do today? Don't start that again. You understand, I had to. Okay, he's going inside. Yeah, okay. So that's how they're getting in, is that this door is passable. And, but here's the thing, is that he's going to come down through here. And he's either going to come out there or, yeah, let's just, you guys just station right along here. Here he comes. Oh! Heartthrob is saying it's bashing time. Excellent. Bashed to death. What's Deadeye fighting here? Okay. And I think this is just downstairs. Yeah, still downstairs. Okay, so now we can go out here and we can unforbid. Oh, we have to do this on. Okay. Not super happy about that, but okay. You have to go unforbid them on each level. And you might not be able to see it on the recording. I certainly can see at least some of the ammunition here. That should be sufficient. And we'll get back into a much more comfortable view. Okay. So let's double check that our temple is good. Yeah, 26 worshippers. Everybody's fine. Everybody's happy. We don't have an outstanding petition. So, where do we want to put our new textile industry? I was thinking of putting it here. But there's a lot of traffic going in and out of this area already. And what do we have here? I think this is the Miners Guild. We could build a nice little facility down here. Where we've got plenty of space. We've got all of our stockpiles lined up. This would be a little bit closer to the first cavern layer, so we could run our silk up the stairs. It'd be a little bit longer haul for dimple cup dye and things like that, right? But it seems like this is a good place. We're just gonna do it here, you guys. I'm kind of over it. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna build a street. It's gonna be made out of rhyolite. And then we are gonna start building walls out of rhyolite. And you know what? I'm just going to make the second door here. And it's not going to be pretty for the moment. But that's okay. Actually, let's cancel those two. Make those rhyolite walls. 2x2, yeah, that should be fine. And then we are going to put some floors. A whole mess of floors around this level. Just expand this out a little bit, you know? Make it nice. Put it spread out. So we'll have two entrances. You know what? I've changed my mind. These entrances are going to be here and here. Lots of dwarves hoofing it all over the place, you guys. There's no point in making them do extra hoofing. Get some floors down. There we go. Finally started on the clothing industry. And we got off scot-free with the Vulture incursion. I don't think anyone was hurt. I don't think anyone was killed. So, yeah, yippee! We didn't lose any dwarves here in episode 59. Yet. Ah, the evening is still young, though. How are we looking here? They turned it into a rat's nest, you guys. But it's happening. So that's fine. I'm okay with them. I prefer if... Whoops. I'd prefer if they went off in this direction. But, you know... Somebody did. Somebody went out that away. There's one... Oh, many up. Yeah, okay. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to click on you there, bud. And And hopefully this will be the thing that we need to set up the workshops that we need, so that, you know, we've got we've got space to output clothing as quickly as we need. Drop some doors in on this. Don't say something's blocking. They had to pick up the block and put it somewhere else. It's kind of annoying. I mean, I understand it, but it's dwarven logic at its finest, you know? Sounds like a strange mood to me. I don't know about you guys. Who's going under? Edom Selorigoth? He withdraws from society. Aw, yeah, he just dropped his wheelbarrow. What are you doing? You're just standing there. Oh, he's moving now. Okay. Claim to Stoneworkers Workshop. Starting with Micah. Alright. We like that. That's cool. Hey, it's starting to look like, you know, somebody might actually want to work in here at some point. Look at that. The dwarves are they're so ruthlessly efficient when it comes to construction, and they've got all of the things that they need there, you know? And then there's the other thing where it's just like, I can't even understand. I can't understand. This should be one below this. Yeah, perfect. I can't understand the mining pathing issue. That just, it totally flabbergasts me. I saw another dog going into the Hall of Remembrance again. I told you, it happens. Moody Dwarf's gathering items. Yeah. Looks good. Hey, one more. There we go. All right. Shall we engrave it? Sure. Why not? There we go. I guess that piece isn't done yet, so that will need an engraving and an engraving order. There we go. And everyone's going to get to work. Now everyone wants to engrave. One hostile. Yep. Armor. Or whatever you call them. Excuse me. So I'm going to look at processing plants, and I'm going to look at all of the rest of the stuff that we have here, and this is going to become a mecca of clothing generation. I want us to have the best clothes in the world. Whatever clothing store that you shop at, that clothing store be darned, you're going to want to come to Anvilseal for whatever it is. I mean, pigtail cloth is just better, definitionally speaking, than anything that we wear, right? Look at how wonderful some of these dwarves are dressed. Are you not convinced? Okay. There's not much more I can do to convince you. If you're episode 59, an hour and 10 minutes into an episode 59 of a playthrough about Dwarf Fortress, and you don't agree that dwarves make superior clothing, I don't know what to say. I do not know what to say. But this looks fantastic, doesn't it? Let's do some... We'll do some smoothing out here. You know, just to make things Just to make things nice, you know? Ramsey's having a meal in the Miners Guild. Are you a miner at heart, Ramsey? I don't know. He wants to go pray. Go pray, dude. Nobody's stopping you. Oh man, a lot of them use this area as a... Did I make this a... No, it's just a guild hall. That's interesting. I would not have thought that to be the case. But yeah, they come in here and they eat. Why? They're not even miners. Like, what's going on here? Only members can visit if guild is established. And there is a guild hall. It's the Umbral Hall. There's 9 members. So, I'll be like, id? You cannot be serious. Why are you eating down here? Is there just not enough room up here? There's nobody up here eating. Color me perplexed. That's not at all what I expected. Edom Selorogoth, the stoneworker, has created this has got to be... This dwarf is just a mouthful. Itagsalus, a mica bracelet, and she offers it to the mighty anvils. Edom, let's take a look. Thank you for your contribution. Edom is... She's a militia dwarf. Rightcraft. Edom Rightcraft. Tapered Irons, Oily Doctrine, Mighty Anvils, Hall of Turquoise. Oh, well, maybe she's not. Are you in the military? Yeah, she's a crossbow dwarf. Accomplished Marks dwarf. Master Organizer, Legendary Stone Cutter. She wants to think abstractly. That's interesting. Yeah, let's take a look at what you have created for us. Itagsalus. What is Itagsalus all about? Let's take a look. This is a mica bracelet. 21k. That's a pretty good for a bracelet, you guys. All Craftsdorf ship is of the highest quality, is encrusted with cushion cobaltite cabochons. Say that 3 times fast. Square, brilliant cut, clear garnets, decorated with giant vulture leather and encircled with bands of oval mica cabochons and giant vulture bone. This object menaces with spikes of mica and yak bone, clear garnet, and giant vulture bone. Lots and lots of bone on this thing. Definitely threatening. On the item is an image of forgotten beasts in llama wool. I think that this isn't something that somebody wears. I think this just goes to the museum. There's nothing wrong with it going in the museum, you know. We'll click on this and then wait for the 5 minutes to get it to... get it to load. It takes a couple of minutes. There we go. This is a bracelet, and as such should be in the bracelet category. The bracelet category, there it is, okay. Itagsalus, there we go. All taken care of. Thank you, Edom. Rightcraft, Edom Rightcraft. That's very cool. I wish it was like there was some type of sense of what Forgotten Beast it was. you know, that she had, that she was carving for or representing. It says just a forgotten beast. There's been several, you know, and there could be more. But such that it is. Okay, so I think that we need to kind of make this in a U shape, like stuff will come in and then go back out. And so to that end, let's start building our workshops. We have, before we do that though, we've got 1, 2, 3 looms. I want to expand that to 5 looms. So let's do that. Farming. Is it not? Oh, no, it's not. It's clothing and leather. We're going to do 5 looms. And we're going to put... because looms make cloth. And we have thread. So yeah, we want to do something like that. Why are they all eating down here? They're all eating down here. That's so crazy. Let's make it out of rhyolite. Yeah, we're just going to do 6 looms. What do you think of that? Why are they all eating? Are they not? Is there nobody's eating down up here? These guys are socializing. This is a dining hall. There's socialization going on. I just want to see, is anyone going to eat up here? Okay, so he's going for something. Okay, so they do eat. That's so weird. They just go down to the Miners Guild and eat in the Miners Guild. I will never understand this game, you guys. I will just never understand it. And Cadole, it knows where to eat, apparently. He does walk on the tables when he's done, but, you know, at least he knows where he's supposed to eat. That's quite peculiar. Quite peculiar indeed. Do we have any more gold? Let's check. I don't think we do. But we can check. Yeah, just the rose gold. Okay. Yeah, there's a huge wheelbarrowing operation going on here as well. Because there's just so... oh my gosh. Oh, there's gems over here. But no gold. We haven't found any gold yet. Oh, this game. It's going to drive me crazy. This has been quite an interesting episode. Quite an interesting bit of goings-on, if you will. We're up to 149 dwarves. Most of them are happy. In fact, a lot of them are happy. This is probably, I'm going to say easily the happiest fort that I've ever seen. We still have... oh, hey, these guys are just on duty over here, and I totally forgot to let them go off duty. Get everything loaded up. You guys go make yourself useful somewhere else. It's unbelievable. Okay, so we need to put some dyer shops down there, and we need to put some leather workers shops down there as well. And just because I want to continue to use the leather for bags. I think that's what our automated job is set on right now, and that's what we're going to continue to do. Now, we've got the 3 clothiers. I think we'll go up to 4, if that makes sense. We've got our 6 looms. We'll do 4 clothier workshops. We'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And y'all working these things down here already. I'm going to clear these guys out of... Just take the... Wherever the thread is, you just go get it. I believe in you. Okay, so we're going to have six of those. We'll probably assign 6 weavers. They'll make a whole bunch of cloth. Yeah, I mean, like, look at this. Oh, there's only one thing of cloth in there. Okay, so the dyers take the thread and then they dye it. as you do. I don't care where you get the thread. I don't rightly remember why this might have been done this way. I think we'll do 2 dyers as well, still. I don't see a reason to have Muller? I don't see a reason to have more than 2. So... we'll throw those here. Yeah, we need some barrels. Okay. Making some lead barrels. Just make me 10. And then we'll drop those guys down. We'll throw the leather worker guys back here. I think we can build those shops, right? We should be able to build those shops. Yeah. Those are bag-making shops. Is this Seabrick? No, Ushrir. Who's also a weaver. In life, you should work hard and then work harder. I love that quote. Once we get our lead barrels, then we'll spin up our 3 dyers. They're definitely using these shops. I don't know if they're using these still. Kind of, yeah. So let's expand our workforce on weavers. We have 4 of them. One of them's a legendary weaver. Proficient, competent. Zan is the first star, so he's a... You're 4. Okay, he's a clothier. I feel like we could take on another apprentice. Kubuk. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give Dabbles some stuff to do there. Cyclops Bane's in the military. Colmasos. Dumat? Colmasos? We got 6. I'm going to go for 7. I'm really going to go for 7. We really need to get this going. Coolit, you're going to be with the Weavers. Congratulations. That'll be 7. We have more, so even if one of them's taking a break, who cares? Right? We'll blow this shop up. Whoops. We'll cancel that removal, sorry. We'll blow these shops up. And now we will have our 6 dyers going on downstairs. It's going to be a little bit of a journey, you guys. We should probably check as these guys get... Weave thread into cloth, dye thread. Yeah, we just need a stronger base, I think. Is really what it comes down to. Look at all that cloth. We will go ahead and create downstairs. I think we'll do a cloth stockpile. We'll do it right in here. And we can just make it big, you know? Like, once the game saves, of course, because you can't do anything while the game is saving. It is the 1st of autumn. We've got a trade coming in the year 62. And I'm liking where this is going. Our textile industry is going to be much, much, much better after this. There's our stockpile. This is going to be for cloth. Let's just do all cloth. I like it. Cloth main. And we can do bins. Sure. Let's actually... I don't think Bin Maker's with us anymore. I think he passed, didn't he? Yeah, back in episode 51. But we do need some bins. We'll make some bins here. I'd say... No. I want to... Sorry, I misclicked there. Let's make 30. We could certainly use some more bins. Everyone can use bins, right? I don't know what goes as input to these guys here. Weave thread into cloth, so they're weaving pigtails. So let's take this little spot here, and let's make this... Is it plants? It's going to be plants, but I think it's going to be food. Which is down there where I can't see it. And then it's going to be plants. And it's going to be pigtail. So we'll say none, but make it pigtail. None. Let's do none, pigtail. Oops. We're going to add stuff to this. Things to make thread. I don't know what I'm doing. It doesn't fit in there, though. Now it does. Things to make thread. First, it'll be pigtail. For right now. We could make it wool, too. Sorry. Let's get back here. That's not going to be food, though. Is that cloth? No, it's not yarn, but we're going to spit out yarn. Although, actually, you know what? No, we're just gonna wait. That's okay. And then max barrels, that's fine. Let's get a bunch of barrels. I think we already did a bunch of these. But we'll do another 20. Okay, so all of the cloth is just going to get tossed over here. We're going to make a, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So we'll make a leather stockpile that goes here, here, and there. And this is going to be leather. And that's fine with bins. Love it. And then I should be able to start creating some dyeing workshops. Love it. Slowly, it's coming together. Very slowly. My God. It's only taken me like 4 episodes to get to this point where we're actually starting to build this up. It's not done yet, but it's getting there. They're watching the dwarves drop stuff in here. We've got thread. Why is thread and cloth going in here? Because I said put thread and cloth in there. That's why. That's a thread place. Thread. Oh no, they make cloth. Oh, I've got work to do here, guys. I obviously don't have this set up correctly. But that's all the time that we have for episode 59. Thank you for joining me on this wild and wacky adventure. It's not over yet. But thank you for joining me. It's been a huge pleasure. I really, really enjoyed this series, and thanks for all of your comments and watching along with me. We will continue to work on getting those bodies out of the drink, and hopefully we'll have some semblance of a textile industry to make better clothes for our dwarves to kick off by the time we get through episode 60. As you go on about your day, don't forget to wrap someone in a bunch of pigtails cloth worth of kindness, and we will see you next time.